Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I wanted to test out this RX 6800. This is a non-XT, and this is specifically a Sapphire Nitro Edition 6800. And what I want to do in this video is very similar to a video I did recently on the 6700 XT that we found out the optimization using Hive OS and Team RedMiner and the SoC settings, the overclock settings in Hive OS, that we were able to get about 46 to 47 megahash, but at about 80 to 85 watts. And we did confirm that utilizing a Elmore Labs power measuring device, which was really cool. So really efficient. The 6700 XTs are one of the best, if not the best, efficiency in terms of the regular consumer GPU, like versus like the A2000 and against the infamous RTX 3070, which is generally efficient overall amongst other GPUs. The 6700 XT is better on Ethereum than the 3070 in terms of efficiency. But now I'm curious to know if the 6800 is going to be potentially better than the 6700, so I'm going to find that out in this video. Let me go ahead, plug this into my test bench, and I'm just going to play around with it and see if we can get good numbers mining Ethereum, and of course we're going to test out all the other coins that we can. Before we begin, this video is sponsored by MinerDude.com. They provide the best feature-rich server cases for GPU mining with Hive OS integration and are 100% based in USA, so shipping and customer support is faster and easier than ever. They accept crypto and bank wire as payments. Link down below to MinerDude.com. Okay, so I have been testing out this 6800, and it's been a lot of work trying to figure out how low I can go in terms of the SoC and also the VDDC, and just in the Hive OS overclock settings, using those SoC settings, which I'll show you guys in a second, I can achieve 62.1 megahash, and in the software wattage it shows 97 watts. But at the power measuring device, it shows here 112 to 17 to 15. It fluctuates a lot, but I'm gonna say average is 115 watts, okay, on this 6800. So with those numbers in mind, and just, you know, seeing how it stacks up against the 6700 XT, I believe the 6700 XT is still a little bit more efficient than the 6800. And if we're talking about also the A2000, I believe from my memory the A2000 is still, I would say still king in terms of the stock A2000 on mining Ethereum in terms of efficiency. And then we can't forget also the king of, I guess, general efficiency is the RTX 3070. I believe the RTX 3070 is on par with the 6800 here in terms of the power consumption, general power consumption of the 68 versus the 6800 here. So yeah, that's how low I can go. Let me know if you guys can get better numbers in the comments below. But let me go ahead and show you guys the Hive OS settings. Okay, so I'm just refreshing Hive OS here. It's been running for about 30 minutes, and yeah, this is what it looks like in the web GUI. And if we open up my overclock settings here, I'm using Core 1255, and this is where I did try a bunch of different numbers. I tried 1000, but as we lower the core, we were dropping in megahash. And as we went higher, then we were gaining in megahash. Core voltage, lowest I can go is 650 until this card would crash. 750 memory, 1075 mem clock. I also did try 1070 and 1065, and that seemed to be fine as well. Didn't really change too much. And then the memory voltage down to 1250. That's really the lowest I could go here. And as well as the fan speed is at 40, that could be whatever depending on your environment. And then the SoC frequency and the VDD max, this is where it actually makes the difference here. And this is where I didn't have this before, I would say, the past half year. And now that this is essentially working with Team RedMiner and R mode, I don't know if actually R mode makes a difference here, but we're getting 760 SoC and SoC 800 for the VDD max. Okay, so that's the settings I've been using. You guys can let me know if you guys have better, but I've been extensively testing this for the past day here. And disclaimer, okay, I have to have this disclaimer. If you're watching these settings, all GPUs are not made the same, so the settings that I have here may be different and may not work for you, okay? Just having that disclaimer there, as there are a bunch of different, you know, 6800s out there and maybe different memory as well. I don't know if there's Micron or Hynix memory 6800s, but I think from what I've seen so far online, it's the Samsung memory 6800s, but you guys can let me know if there's a Micron out there. But yeah, it's showing 96 watts in the software, but at the PMD, which I just showed you guys, it's about 115. I'm gonna average 115 watts or so. Okay, so that's Ethereum. That's pretty good. I'm gonna now try out, I think, Flux or Ravencoin next. Be right back. Okay, we are mining Ravencoin, and the only overclock setting I changed from the Ethereum overclocks I was using was the core. So we were at 1255, now we're at 1455, and I'm getting about 34.13 mega hash on the Kapow algorithm, and the power in the software says 122, but at the power measuring device we're showing 144 watts. Fluctuates a little bit here, but I'm gonna say on average I've been seeing about 141 watts, okay, at the power measuring device. So in terms of efficiency, I'm trying to think on top of my head here. I believe the 6700 XT is still better. And then against like a 3070, I believe the 6800 here is a little bit more efficient than the 3070. I'm gonna have to show the, I guess, the numbers on the screen here. You guys can tell comparing to the numbers that I've achieved. Of course, you know, not all 6800s are the same. I gotta keep mentioning that disclaimer, but hey, yeah, 34.14 mega hash on Kapow Ravencoin at 146. Yeah, I think a 3070 that I can get is about 30 to 31 mega hash at about 150 to 155 watts. So I'm gonna have to say, for Ravencoin mining, the AMD GPUs are, I'd say, a little bit more efficient than the 3070. So that's pretty cool. But the price for this 6800 versus a 3070, as of right now, from what I've seen, the 6800s definitely cost a lot more on the market than a RTX 3070. But this video is not over. I do want to try Flux and Ergo, which I'm going to assume that it's not going to be strong on this 6800 compared to like a 3070. So that's why 3070s are generally overall more efficient from what I've, you know, tested. All right, so let's go ahead and try Flux next. Okay, we are mining Flux. Okay, we're getting 34, almost 35 souls per second, and it says 78 watts in the software. We're using Gminer. But at the Elmore Labs power measuring device, we're showing, I don't know, 97, 95 to 116. It fluctuates a lot, and yeah, I'm gonna have to say this is subpar, obviously, if we compare it to RTX 3070, which can do, I think, 60 to 62 souls at about 138, 140 watts. I'm gonna have to say the 3070 is, yeah, it's a lot more efficient than the 6800 when it comes to mining Flux, but I think we already know that compared to like the 6700 XT, which I think does about 30 or 31 souls, but at like 95 watts or something. So I mean, this is pretty close in terms of the efficiency to a 6700, I believe. But anyways, I think we all know like the 6000 series cards are great for mining like the ProgPow variant coins and of course Ethereum or Ethereum Classic. Yeah, but when it comes to like Flux or Ergo, it's probably not going to be strong. Let me test out Ergo real quick. Okay, we're mining Ergo. We're getting 123 mega hash. I'm using the same overclock settings I did with Ravencoin, I believe. Yeah, same with Ravencoin and Flux. And the power consumption is 115 watts. I'm gonna say 115 at the PMD. All right, so Ergo, if I was just to think now, is the 3070 better? Yes, it is. It is by a little bit. And I actually did a little video comparing like a non-LHR 3070 to a LHR. You guys can go watch that video. I thought that was pretty interesting. But looking at the full hash rate or non-LHR on Ergo, I was able to get 144 watts, but at 179 mega hash. Okay, so if I did the math of the 3070, okay, the efficiency here is 1.4 mega hash per watt, and then the 6800 at 123 mega hash at 115 watts at the PMD is 1.06 mega hash per watt. So yeah, I mean, it is a little bit of a big difference, but honestly, the 6800 I would say has come a long way, or the 6000 series cards have come a long way in terms of mining ergo, right? But the efficiency, like, you just see how cool this GPU is at 90-degree ambient temperatures right now at 40% fan. This is quite amazing, to be honest. 92 Fahrenheit in here, so it's pretty hot, but this GPU, the Sapphire Nitro, I have to say, really keeps cool, especially when we're mining. Yeah, seriously, when we're mining anything, this GPU is keeping cool. So anyways, guys, to end off, I guess my conclusion is the 6800, you know, a good buy? And I'm gonna have to say it depends. It's not as good as a 3070 on Ergo or Flux or the, you know, Equihash style coins. But when it comes to Ethereum mining and Ravencoin or any of the, you know, ProgPow variant coins, I'm gonna have to say the 6800 is very, very good. And I guess it really comes down to the price. I've been seeing the prices of these 6800s in Canadian like over $1,000 still, so that's not cool at all. So I've been seeing 3070s, you know, more so $600, $700 Canadian. I guess for my American friends, I don't know what this price is for the 6800 MSRP, or if they're a bit cheaper on the used market. I think these are still a lot more in USD versus, like, you know, 3070s. So anyways, you guys can let me know what you think, if the 6800 is good. But I think in terms of the SoC settings, what we found out, it has definitely dropped the power consumption on a lot of different algorithms. Not only on, you know, Ethereum, but on Ravencoin, Ergo, and Flux. The SoC setting really does help a lot in Hive OS on this GPU. Okay, so it seems like it's good. But is it better than a 6700 XT? And I'm gonna have to say no. If you can find 6700 XTs for mining, I think those are a better bet, especially if you're into Ethereum and Ravencoin or any of those ProgPow coins, Firo and whatnot. All right, my friends, I'll see you on the next video. Let me know your thoughts. Have a good one, and peace out.